I suggest to include the questions to Professor Dum to the general Q&A session and ask the speakers of this session to join us here on the floor. And I'm opening for the first question. We keep it short, so you can address some few questions now. Are there some open points remaining? No question?
No question. That's
no more? We discussed.
I have a question to Franz.
Yeah.
Do you observe any impact of significant reduction of antibiotics use on cost of the production?
Yeah. I think there will be somewhere a balance, and if we fall through this balance, of course, why were we using so much antibiotics 10 years ago? Because use of antibiotics is cheaper as using vaccines. That's obvious. And also with the square meters, if you are producing on more square meters, okay, it's okay. But somewhere is a balance. But on the other hand, if we change our management system, and as you see in the Netherlands, if you change your systems and you invest, perhaps the total earnings are higher. But to invest, we invest more. Yes, I'm sure about that.
Okay, there is a question on this side.
Merlin, I was interested in your gut microbiology stuff. In a pen of pigs, would you see a great variation in the morphology of the different gut microbes, or would it be similar within a pen of pigs, and can we do something about it?
Well, I think that's kind of interesting. They look at the gut microbiota of monozygotic twins compared to dizygotic twins, looking at, for example, twins adult twins that have been separated 6 years living with a spouse. And even though diet and environment and all that affects the gut microbiota, twins are still more like each other than they are like their spouse that they live with and eat the same meals. So there's things about relationships that occur very early in life that maintain throughout life. So I think within a pen of pigs, you could have very different situations, and that may be part of the reason we see some of the differences in susceptibility to various diseases. So I think there's a lot of interesting things we're going to come upon in the next few years. And when you start thinking of the fact that infants begin to be inoculated with their microbiota through the placenta and then also in the birth process through the birth canal, that brings up ideas of how we might treat the sow either at some stage of gestation or pre-farrow, just to inoculate the pig as we want. So I'm excited about this. Every week you see something in the paper about it, even the popular press, because it is something being used, the fecal transplants in humans. In fact, just Sunday I saw that now they have a pill, so if you don't like a tube in either end, you can go with a pill. So, but I think it's very interesting when you look at those similarities of organisms, and I probably should have just talked just about that, but it's going to be something that really gives us a better understanding of the variation in our herds.
Thank you. A chance for a last question. If not, it's late anyway. I would thank again all speakers of the second session for your interesting presentations and the discussion. And before I release you to the evening program, I would announce some organizational points, please.